With just this pack of chicken and only around 5 minutes of prep, you can feed your family a different dinner each night of the week. Making these simple marinades, you don't have to spend the majority of your evening cooking dinner or waste an entire Sunday meal prepping, but the results are sure gonna taste like you did. First, we're whisking up a simple cilantro lime marinade. Start by adding a 1/4 cup of avocado oil to a bowl. Then add the lime juice, a 1/4 cup. For the best flavor, you can use juice from fresh limes, but ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm just gonna use the bottled stuff from the store. It works just as good. A 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and it's gotta be the smoked. Then a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. For all of these recipes, I'm using chicken thighs, but chicken breast would work too. And besides chicken, this marinade could also go well with shrimp or pork. Let the chicken sit in the marinade for at least 30 minutes, but ideally 2 hours because you want to give it time for all of those flavors to infuse into your chicken. Then cook the chicken either on the stove top, oven, air fryer, or the grill. I'm using the grill because it's fastest and easiest to clean. Not only does this chicken have so much flavor, but you could use the leftovers for a quick taco or burrito bowl the next night. One of the easiest dinners that everyone in my family enjoys is barbecue chicken. And there are lots of bottled barbecue sauces that you can get at the store, but the majority of them use a lot of sugar or unnecessary ingredients, or they're expensive. So we're just gonna make our own. To a saucepan, add a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/3 cup of tomato sauce, a 1/4 cup of no sugar added ketchup. Did you know that most ketchup brands have a ton of sugar in them? It's absurd. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar-free sweetener. You want that hint of sweet caramelized flavor. That's why I prefer to use the brown sugar substitute over the white granulated stuff. Then 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Bring this to a simmer over medium heat for 5 minutes. Then you're just gonna let the mixture cool for a little bit before adding your chicken to the sauce. We'll let it sit in the marinade for at least an hour, ideally 4 hours, but you really could let it go to like 24 hours. Cook it however you like. I'm using the grill again because I like to get that smoky, charred barbecue chicken flavor that my family just loves. Before I show you how to get that restaurant quality fajita flavor in your homemade chicken fajitas, I want to share my secret for having really good energy throughout the day. The best way that I have found to feel good, besides making sure I'm eating a balanced diet, is to make sure I'm getting optimal hydration and including electrolytes when I need them. And Element Electrolytes is the brand that I reach for. Element has a science-backed electrolyte formula of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. If you're consistently eating a low-carb or keto diet, you're gonna eventually start to run short on electrolytes, which can make you feel fatigued or give you headaches. They have delicious flavors like orange, watermelon, raspberry, and citrus, and make it easy to get in the necessary electrolytes I need to stay hydrated and energized. Right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. You get 8 of their flavors to try for free with any Element order. Just go to drinkelement.com/KetoFocus to try. This deal is only available through my links, so head to drinkelement.com/KetoFocus after I tell you about the most delicious fajita marinade that contains a surprising ingredient. In a large bowl, start by adding a 1/4 cup of avocado oil. Then we add a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Wait, what? Yes, soy sauce. Or you could use tamari if you're gluten-free. It sounds strange, but it adds such a wonderful umami flavor that is just unbeatable. And don't worry, it won't taste like soy. Unless you're a professional taste tester, you're not gonna be able to tell it's in there. Then add 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar for some more acidity, 2 cloves of minced garlic, and for seasoning, we add 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Add in your chicken, and while that's marinating for around 1 to 12 hours, you can prep up your other ingredients for the fajitas, like slicing up some bell pepper and some onions. When it's time to make dinner, just add your chicken with the marinade to a preheated skillet with some oil down, and then let it cook on medium-high until the mixture starts to boil and it sautés for around 3 to 4 minutes. Then add in the peppers and the onions, and you just continue to let this cook until the chicken is cooked through and your veggies are soft. Serve this on its own with some melted cheese on top, or use a low-carb tortilla to make fajitas. If you want to know how to make a gluten-free zero-carb tortilla, click right here because I show you how to make this recipe that has everyone claiming that it's their favorite.